Hello and welcome everybody. I hope you guys and girls are well and enjoying your day today, whatever you're doing. And we are looking at this horse before we go out on a drive. Yes, I decided to change up office a little bit. So I'm in the MAN Euro 6 and I've got this beast of a trailer, and it is one of the heavy cargo event ones. So let's fire it up. I'll let it tick over a sec. Let the engine oil pressure build up. It should be good. I had a few problems with Creature Bum sound mod. I had to update it. It was like causing loads of issues, but I've updated it now. It seems to be alright. But anyway, let's do a tug test. Let's bring that up so you guys, not that one, that one, so you guys and girls can see my speed and gear information. Oh, okay. Let's just reinitialize the trailer brake. Try it now. Yeah, that's holding. Got lights on, a go-go. Let's get rid of that quickly. Should really reset tracker R, but I'll live with it because this is quite a wide monitor. Oh, sorry, wide monitor. I should say wide screen, window screen. I can look up a bit more. It's not such restricted view. Because we've got the convoy or the pilot vehicles with us, I think we've got a bit more leeway with reference to traffic. I will still make sure I'm not jumping out in front of anyone. He's holding short, so we have to take this extra careful because this is a larger load. And it's something we need to be aware of. We will get a shot in. This is a relatively short run. What I'll do is I'll just get a shot in now if I quickly escape and go into photo mode. And get shot in now while I can. I'll try and get the pilot vehicle in that's escorting behind us. Here we go. Actually, just quickly. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Go back to navigation, please. Yes. We better, because I don't want to hit that copper. While I've got my keyboard, I will do this, not that a bit, so I can look up a bit easier. Mind out from that. I'm going to take as much room as I can, to be fair, because the pilot vehicle should be stopping the traffic coming up behind me, and I want to stay off of that Armco. And I fancied a bit of a change from Scania. And I've still not completed the events. You may have just seen that. I think we can cross the red lights. Yes, we can, and we don't get a fine for it either. These are relatively short runs normally. It's about 100. This is 132 miles. But anyway, I was well, mentions monitors briefly earlier. That wasn't a slip of the tongue. It was just something that's on my mind. My monitor, which I've probably had probably 7, 8 years, maybe less, is an LG monitor. Oh, I took that a bit sharp, a bit quick and a bit sharp. It's an LG monitor. It's 27 inch. It's an ultra wide one. Well, back then it wasn't known as ultra wide. It was 27 wide. Now it's been acting up recently. I better try and avoid these guys and cars. I think we've got enough room. I don't want to hit any of them if I don't, and I don't want to hit like lampposts if I don't have to. They should pull over for me and give me some more room, which they have. Don't mind a truck though. Got to be really careful. Yeah, so my monitor, it's behaving weirdly. Now, it's fine once we get it going, but to get it going's the problem. And it weird thing enough is, once it's sort of like been on for a little while, if you were to quickly restart it, it's fine. But if you just switch off and leave it off for an hour or so, the problems occur. That's when the problems occur. And what the problem is, I go to turn it on, it briefly comes up with the boots menu, and then it'll go through the boots sequence, and then as it goes through the Windows loading sequence, it'll blank off and then it'll stay off. Or in some cases it doesn't even come on. I've noticed now. So what I did initially, I scratched my head and I thought maybe it's a driver issue, so I looked around for drivers for the LG monitor, which helped a little bit but hasn't done a great deal for it. Don't wanna catch up the dude in front of me, and I don't want to go way too quickly either. It's 40 along here, but again he's slowing down now, so I'll slow down with him. Yeah, so it was causing issues. Well, it is still causing issues. I'm still using it now. Now, I've been looking on good old Amazon. I know it's not the cheapest. I know eBay is probably a cheaper option, or can be a cheaper option for stuff like that. But it's just easiest for me. And I'm sticking with LG as much as this monitor has suddenly decided it's going to play up or do whatever it's doing. I'm hoping it is the monitor and it's not the graphics card that's decided to let go. I don't think it is, because it all still comes on and there's no other issues other than the monitor. I think it's either something to do with maybe the power adapter is on its last legs, I'm thinking, and it's it's not providing enough power initially for when the monitor comes on, so it kind of it stalls the monitor and then it just dies out, or there's something else afoot going on with it. I've checked all the connections and I've checked everything else. It's ever since I updated Windows, when I updated Windows, that's when it sort of like started preserving problems. And I checked all the resolution settings, and the resolution settings should still be the same, are still the same as they were. So I think it's the monitor. The downside, the new monitor I've got is excuse me, is bigger. The current one I'm on is 27 inch, right? The new one I've got is 34 ultra wide. Yes, you heard me right. 34 inch ultra wide LG. It's not a gaming per se monitor. You know, it's the spec rate on it is it's 21 by 9 aspect ratio. It's 75 hertz refresh rate in 5 milliseconds. It's not for pro gaming. It's meant more for editing and work sort of like aspect to it. So I'm not expecting earth-shattering. It's not even a 5K monitor. It's quite an old screen now in respect. It's going to be brand new for me, but in respects to it being made, it is at least 2-3 years old. I've got a bit of stutter there on the screen. I don't know what that's about, but might have just been loading in the new bit of city, maybe.
Go straight.
I'll leave a link in description. Now, weirdly thing, when I was looking, I found the same monitor for £249. Now, there's slight differences. It was an Amazon Choice one, and looking at the aspect ratio on Amazon's website, it was saying, the description says the aspect ratio should be 21.9, but the actual the bottom description, it was saying 16 by 1 or 16 by 5, whatever it is. So I wasn't sure. I was thinking, well, if it's squeezing that aspect ratio into a bigger monitor just to save money and make it a bit cheaper, it's going to stretch the image out weirdly. It's probably going to still stretch the image out anyway to a point, but it may be issues. Now, I did post a question on it saying what is the true aspect ratio of this monitor, but no one got back to me. So brake,
Turn left.
and because no one got back to me, oh dear, this is going to be interesting. He should be stopping the traffic, really. Yeah, because no one got back to me reference to that. I was like, I'm not sure. I don't want to risk it for a chocolate biscuit. It works out 40 quid cheaper than the one I bought. Which, okay, I was going to think it because I need to buy a new stand for it anyway. Although it comes with a stand, I need to buy an arm because I just know although the stand does stand quite high, I don't think it's going to stand high enough for what I wanted to do. I could just do what I done with reference my current arm I'm using at the moment, which is it's up on a stand which I made out of pine. I could stand it on there, but looking at the base, it looks quite a wide base. So I'm not going to risk it for a chocolate biscuit. So I bought myself. I've also ordered a new monitor arm as well, which will give me a lot more flexibility than the one I've got at the moment. The one I've got at the moment is alright, it goes up and down to a point, and it tilts and it does rotate, but it just doesn't go up high enough for what I want it to do. Slow down again, don't want to run into the back of the VW. I don't want to run against that arm coat. Sorry if it's a bit of a slow one today, but I thought I'd mix it up a bit. I've still not, like I said, completed the events. But anyway, going back to the monitor. So it's the same spec monitor, but it's slightly different. Well, it's a slightly different spec. It's the same monitor, but it's got a different, looks like a different stand to me, which doesn't matter anyway. He should stop there, yeah. Wide, come out wide, and sweeper in at the last moment. That's probably a bit, yeah, no, it worked. Ooh. It's got a slightly different stand. It's not so, isn't like the cheaper stand. So, but that again, if I'd got an answer on the cheaper one, I'd have bought the cheaper one, because that would have been all right for me, as long as it was 21.9 or 21/9 aspect ratio or whatever it is. I'd have been pretty happy with that. I'd have just not bothered with the more expensive one. Look, on the website it says it's that spec, but it's for a slightly different model number. So again, I was in doubt, and because I was in doubt, I'd rather play it safe than buy the slightly more expensive one, and then I know I'm alright. It's it's more expensive one, has got slightly higher hertz rate. Again, it's still not a gaming one. It's 75 hertz, and it's still 5 millisecond response time, which isn't a great deal of difference, but it is a difference. The confusing thing is, I was just thinking about, I found about now to the the uninitiated,
Then continue straight.
or the unwary, there's reviews there, pictures of the curved one. Now, if you aren't actually sort of like looking and just breeze over it and think, oh wow, I'm getting a curved monitor for that price. The price of the one I'm getting is £279. But I was like, yeah, okay. And it almost caught me out. I thought, this is a curved one. And then it wasn't until I looked at the description and then it said what type it was, then I realised that they'd bought a different type, because obviously it's LG, they supply several types, and they give you several options of which one to select. And I went on their website again, and the prices are pretty much similar to what Amazon are asking, so gotta be careful and not hit the wall. I could probably tuck it in a bit more, but I'd rather play it more safe. Be careful with their tractor unit trucks. So I'm just concentrating as I go through here. So if you aren't sort of like didn't catch that, because like I said, it almost caught me out. If you didn't catch that, like you'd think, oh, I'm getting a curved monitor. Okay, I wasn't really bothered if it was a curved monitor or not. As I went to break then, but then I realised I don't have to. Because curve monitors, the benefits are they kind of help. Here, stop beeping. They kind of help you with your. They kind of give you kind of goldfish bowl effect, so it makes it easier for your eyes, in a sense. But when it comes to editing pictures or editing generally, you might find, because of the curve, it slightly distorts the image. But anyway, I then decided to look up the model number that he was the people referring to, one of the people referring to, and it, like I said, it was the curved one, and it was a lot more money. So I was like, someone's going to sit there and order that thinking they're getting a curved one, when they're not. If they looked at the reviews, and they're going to be greatly disappointed.
Get ready to turn left.
What's that dude doing?
Turn left.
We're almost at our destination. Yeah, so the problem is my desk. It's gonna be huge on my desk, and because my desk shares with my TV, it's gonna be tough to get them both in because the TVs are 34. And before you say why this is usually TV, that did go through my mind. And I thought, yeah, that'd be great, but then I'd have to find a wall mount for the TV, or a mount that's going to stand on my, be good enough to go on my table, and then I'd be one monitor down, and I'd only be having one monitor, and I need 2 monitors for when when I'm doing streaming, when I get back to doing it again. So I'm sorry I haven't been doing them because it's been one thing after another, after another, after another. I will try and get them back up on the go again. Come on, old girl. It's not such an old girl. She hasn't even got that many miles on the clock. Look, just only over 1,000.
Get ready to turn
So that's going to be the biggest thing. Trying to squeeze that bad boy in. I could have went 27-inch again. There wouldn't have been a.
turn right.
Wouldn't have bothered me overly much. You gonna give me enough space to swing in? Thank you, sir. That should be enough. Now it's going to dump the trailer straight away on this, so it's going to be a bit of a weird one.
We're here. Now drop the load and go.
Now I've got to try and fit in and over there. It's just we're going to get tricky. No, I don't want to. I want to try and complete it. Sorry if it's a bit laggy. Shouldn't be all that laggy, but it is. I could have done that, but I want to straighten this trailer up a bit more. That'll do. Engine off, and then press T. Excellent. Let's jump out the cab. And I'll spin it around so you can say goodbye. See, the trailer's disappeared. But I hope you guys and girls enjoyed the episode. If you did, please feel free to like. If you didn't enjoy it, for any reason at all, please feel free to dislike. Please leave comments down below either way, so then I'm aware and I can try to improve in the future. If you know anyone else that may also enjoy watching this, guys and girls, please feel free to share. It helps me out a lot and I don't mind you sharing. And if you're new to my channel and see future episodes of this or anything else I'm working on, don't forget to subscribe and tickle or hit notification bell so then you're aware as soon as I upload a new video. I'll see you in the next one. TTFN.